lately, just because I know we're lately. How's everybody doing? Hi, White Runs. Hi, AA. Welcome, guys. Hopefully, you guys are doing really good today. It's a beautiful night. Yes. We are gonna run quickly, though. I know a lot of people probably want to bed. We're starting today. But we're gonna run quickly through the readings because I, did take yesterday off. So let's go through the readings. Yes, let's go through the readings. Hello. Perfect. Okay. There's so many cards that fell out. I was like, okay, what's going on? Oh. We're gonna start all over from Aries. We're starting with Aries, okay? Aries. That's timestamp. We're going to run through them, okay? Just because of time. Aries for January 18th through the 19th, okay? Aries 125 for Aries. This is 18th through the 19th. Okay. Hey, welcome, Michael. Welcome. All right, Aries. I'm getting... someone's about to... let me word this carefully. Because I know some of you, Michael, will make jokes. One of you is about to burst into flames, okay? Or just have like a big... I don't know, it's like you're looking to release anger or whatever emotions you're feeling. Look at the fire. It's so powerful. Someone's looking to just release this anger, and they're like, if you feel all of a sudden energetically like you want to punch something or start a fight or get like obnoxious or start, instigate something, it's like your way to release the anger, because it will take a life on its own. And when it does that, it's like you are aware. The only difference is that this time you're aware of what you're doing and what you're saying to people and how you're starting. And then I feel like you guys, after you release this anger of emotional overwhelm, you guys are going to sit and kind of ask for forgiveness, because you know that like you processed, like you saw this happening and understood that like there's a part of you, when it comes to the emotional overwhelm, it feels uncontrolled. You feel like you cannot control this part of self. And so this week you might lash out at somebody. You might go off on somebody. You might just like blow up. And not mean to. And then apologize after. Okay? So, hey, welcome. Owen, welcome. Pisces. About love. That's right. Pisces about love. Sure. Okay. They are about love, but anyways. Yeah, I feel like somebody's just having a rough week. And some of you guys are going to realize this, that because your reason you are blowing up on people or, feeling like you want to be confrontational is because you feel like you're throwing a temper tantrum. But really, it's like once you really sit still and let yourself feel that pain and cry, release the overwhelm of emotions, that became a tsunami and just like destroyed people all around you. Once this happens, the release, it's like you calm down again like a baby. It's like a baby. You know how a baby goes and throws a big tantrum and they start crying really loud and obnoxious? It's like that. And instead of judging yourself, you're going to be really kind to yourself, okay? If it hasn't happened already, this is what's going to happen. If it's already happened, you're going to do it again. Like, it's only repeating because there's certain things that need to... I'm telling you, it takes a life on its own if it's not handled. Your emotions need to be dealt with, and the only person that can deal with them is you. You know, I wouldn't advise you advise you to want to start a fight or argument, or find a way to get fired. You know that saying, no fucks given? Yeah, we don't want to do that this week. Keep your jobs. Keep your jobs, okay? Dinesh, hey, how are you? Hey, Dylan, welcome. Can I hypnotize you? No. But see, you don't want to say that to your boss either, because you'll get fired. You'll get fired. Dylan's like, what the fuck? What did I miss? It's what it is. It's like you're being aware of how controlled your emotions can get. And I feel like it's not your fault. You used to blame. I feel like the awareness of it, it's not that you were never aware. I think there's more of a respect for the fact that you can't control when you want to act out, or when you want to get angry and just blow up, or however you blow up, whether that's compulsively towards people, towards however you do it. It's like you're realizing that you do it, and instead of I feel like you're gonna have more respect for yourself, because you understand that this is something you need help with, and instead of judging yourself, you're just gonna admit it, like, hey, you need help when it comes to your emotions. And when you get too overwhelmed, it's like hazardous. It becomes a disaster. And I think there's something really beautiful about that. Maybe when you were younger, you weren't allowed to, explore these emotions. Maybe you were shut down and told to be quiet when you wanted to cry or yell or scream, right? It sucks that they call it a temper tantrum, but really the child just needs to feel. It needs to feel. And I'm getting that you guys are finally understanding that, right? And so there's healing that's taking place, and there's a level of acceptance taking place, because now it's like, if before you were blowing up on people or compulsively acting out or doing things that were not good for you due to the stress and the overwhelm of emotions, now you're going to look for the solution. Or it's not even about looking for the solution. I just think there's a level of honesty here about how you don't want to go around acting that way, behaving that way, disrespecting yourself in that way, right? It's more of besides that, I'm getting you really just want to be heard, right? You really want to tap into what these emotions are when you can, because again, it's uncontrolled. You don't know how to fix it, but you want to try, which is why the level of respect is there. Every time you reach that level of awareness, you respect yourself, because it's the truth. We're all trying to get better, or become aware, and then ask for the willingness to change, and then make the changes, right? And it's just a beautiful thing to watch. Whereas in before, you could have judged yourself. Like I said, if you grew up in an environment where you were told you cannot feel, or be quiet, don't express yourself, don't yell, don't whatever, then it's like, now you get to feel, right? Without judgment, without your parents' voice in your head telling you that it's wrong, that what you're doing is wrong, or to be quiet. Okay. All right, that was for my Aries. I'm the wussy. Oh, cool. All right, that was for my, there's something here. So the Leo came out, but again, it's the same thing. It's here. You're a witness. It's like you finally see your emotions. You see them for what they are. And now you can sit still with them. Even though it hurts, you can sit still with them without judgment, which is all you've ever really wanted, right? Was to feel without being judged. Was to feel And then all of a sudden it's like you're not angry anymore. The compulsion, the frustration, the whatever, this rampage of emotions, they're calm now. Because they don't need to act out. You're watching them. You're acknowledging them for what they are. And now they don't need to go around causing destruction unto the next poor, innocent person. Okay? Alright, that was for my Aries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Taurus. Let me shuffle. I'm going to use the Illusion Tarot for my Tauruses. Actually, let me use the Anime Tarot for my Tauruses. I'm feeling like the Anime Tarot for you guys. Your emotions are intact. Beautiful, Michael. That's beautiful. Maybe you're one of the calm ones that doesn't lash out. What if you're the other one that's impulsive, like you implode? We don't know. See, everybody has to self-analyze there, right? But okay. The High Priest. Hey, lovely computer chip, welcome back. It's been a while. Where you been at? You've been gone for like shit. They probably invented a new chip. You left, they invented a whole new chip. A new computer chip. You need a new software. A new download. I don't know. A new chip. Okay. All these cups. What's up, Taurus? Taurus. Dang, all these cards. I don't like when my cards fall, but we're gonna work with what we got. You got the 9 of Swords. 999. Okay, that's enough. That's too many cards. Taurus. I've just been praying up. I've been in my zone trying to get to where I need to be. I like that answer. Very real. Thank you for sharing, lovely computer chip. Alright, Taurus. You know you're always welcome here when you're ready. Okay, 1242, 1242, or when you want, right? When you want, right? I got 9 and 9. I have this feeling. Okay, so your life is it's pretty good, Taurus. I mean, you're doing really well, like really well. There's this gentleness about you, Taurus, because when you think of all the water, it's very feminine, it's gentle, and water nourishes earth, which is Taurus, right? But I'm getting more of like those two complement each other, right? And so it's like your life just seems so effortless, or your life seems like you're just handling it in such a way that's just so inspiring, whereas maybe before you could not handle as much as you do, right? But it's like as the years go by, you can handle certain things because you know your limits. Do you see what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. I was just getting to the main part right here. Look at how pretty these cards are. It's like, okay, there's a 3 of Swords here, right? But it just seems so, even with the 3 of Swords here, look how pretty these cards are. They seem calm. They seem like you're just living your life. And it's even the difficulty of life isn't that bad. Because I'm telling you, you're in a good place where maybe, like I said, maybe before you couldn't handle certain things, you're getting to a point in your life where you can handle certain lessons because they've been replaying over and over and over and over again. You thought you were supposed to conquer these lessons, which could be true. But what I'm getting from you is you're learning that the lessons don't overwhelm you. right? The lessons, because maybe at one point you thought if the lessons stopped, then you wouldn't be so overwhelmed. The lessons never stopped. You had to figure out what your limitations were. Once you figured out what those limitations were, everything's easier. Maybe not easier, but just it's like you can breathe better. The only thing is, even though your life is great, whether I think you know that. Like, come on, Taurus is very spoiled. Okay. I'm also getting like there's still something that's missing. Like something's off and you're trying to figure it out. Because it's like, look, your life is doing great, like I said, everything's perfect, but there's a feeling. It's a feeling or a thought. Even though this is the King of Swords, I'm getting you still feel, because there's so many cups here, like there's something off and you're trying to figure out what it is. This is not bad. Compared to other weeks, like, this is really good. It shows that you've grown a lot within this last season. It shows that, like, you're just more flexible. You're gentle. Your approach is gentle, so you're not trying too hard. Whereas in maybe last year you were just trying to make things happen. The gentle approach is better. And you see that, which is why this King of Swords isn't standing or doing, it's sitting, even though there is one thing that's bothering you. Let's get a little more into this one thing that's bothering you. It's crazy because what's bothering you is actually the opposite of, when you think of Taurus, right? They're pretty, they work hard. They, being practical is their name. It's who they are. It almost seems like this, though. It's like there's something within you that's like challenging you. There's a version of yourself that's challenging that practicality. And you have to look at it in the mirror every time. And that's what's starting to trigger you or get to you. It's realizing that it's like there's a version of you that's not calm and that's not tame. There's a version of you that's wild, purely wild, and wants and demands and feels really strongly and passionately. This gives me like Cancer vibes, even though it is the moon. This is giving me Cancer vibes. The divine, this is you again, even though you're at the Knight of Pentacles, it's the same because the person's sitting, they're sitting still. It almost seems like the divine's asking you, how do you bring this version of yourself, the one that you hide from everybody because it doesn't look presentable? An overwhelm of emotions or maybe neediness, it may be frowned upon, right? It's not cool. How do you bring this version of you into this version of you, like mended with the practical, gentle, calm, nonchalant side? How do you bridge the gap so that they can both coexist? Because I'm getting that I think a part of you feels disappointed. You feel disappointed because you feel that passionately, or it's almost as if it's, again, somebody's dealing with their emotional overwhelm and they're afraid of their emotions. I think someone's afraid of their emotions because remember, King of Swords uses rationale. Knight of Pentacles plans methodically, right? Before they go and execute or commit to anything. This is, look at this. This is like, I'm here, I want attention, this is me, I'm not gonna go away, you're gonna face me. It's loud. But I think it's only loud because it wants you to acknowledge it. Once you do, we don't really know what this becomes because you never allowed this version of you to be seen. Remember I told you that when we don't acknowledge our emotions, the shadow will self-sabotage you, or it'll start like acting out. You'll start acting out, doing things that are irrational. You will do some very compulsive things and then wonder why you did it. You would look at it like, why did I do that? It's this. The shadow wants to be acknowledged. It feels ugly. I know it sounds dumb to say, but your emotions feel ugly. You feel like emotions are ugly, is what I'm saying. If you want to put a name to it. So, what do we do with this dilemma? Yeah, look, dude, you won't even touch this with a 10-foot pole, bro. You're just like... the jaded version of you is like, man, fuck this. What the fuck is this? If this is the older gentleman, they don't want all this obnoxiousness, right? They want a calm, peaceful life. I feel like it's hard for you to accept this other version of you. Why do you think, like, okay, a lot of people compartmentalize, right, lifestyles, but it almost seems like, you ever notice there's certain lifestyles that you live or certain areas in your life that are way different? Like this version of you is so different from the way, let's say, you act at work. The way you act in a certain place is so different from the way you act at work. And before you say, oh, well, I have to be professional, there's more to it. It's like, okay, for example, let's use people. Why with certain people you can act a certain way, and then with the other group, you're a whole different version? It's like you have different friends or different outlets for these different energies because they're not together, they're compartmentalized. I hope that makes sense. You'll start noticing it when you notice certain things that you do, another version of you comes out. And then another version comes out on this side, right? And it's really pretty. I think you're okay with that, though. You're okay not mixing your emotions with certain areas or certain people. You don't want certain people to see this version of you. You would never want certain areas like your job to see this version of you. Whereas in maybe with other people, you wouldn't want this version of you to show up because it'd be boring. This version of you would be boring. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with this. I think there's a level of awareness to speak about that. And I think you're going to notice it. And then wonder what's going on there. Why is it all so compartmentalized? And are you still happy with that? Because if you are, then keep living that way. If you're not, this may be the time to kind of see how you can, bridge the gap, like I said. But again, free will. Do what you want. Do what you want. All right, that was for my Taurus. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next sign is going to be for my Gemini. I notice people do love the specific sign reading, so we're going to stick to these for a bit, for as long as possible. But we only do half the astrology forecast, okay? And then tomorrow we'll do the other half, or Sunday. Okay. Spat. My child blue. Hot spirit, I don't want him forgotten through. Thank you, potato. It's the anime tarot. You already know, I said it a couple of times already. What is going on? I don't know if these were the cards for that. I don't know if these were the cards I'm going to reshuffle. They actually look like they do belong. But I'm going to reshuffle just in case. Hey, Danielle, welcome. This is interesting. There's a whole story here for the Gemini reading, of course, because it's Gemini. It should be airy and light and fluffy, but it's not. It has a lot of character. All right, Gemini. 25, 25, 25, 25. I have the Emperor here with the Knight of Pentacles. This almost seems like you are the Emperor. If you're not the Emperor, okay, there's two people here. Let me just say that. Because I always say you're this person and you never know. You have the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles. I hate to say it. It almost seems like this person has an option between their pentacles, which is in the front. It's like right here. They have an option because this is self-made, Nine of Pentacles, right? They have an option to keep going where they're at. But it almost seems like you're getting an invitation from somebody here. I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is an ex. I don't know. I don't necessarily want to say it's an ex. It doesn't seem like it could be, but I'm not really getting an ex. You know what I'm getting? It's almost as if like you're getting an invitation to see a trigger. Because the Eight of Swords came right after this, right here. You're getting an invitation to see a trigger. Now, this could be a person. Remember, triggers are best realized, or they tend to happen more, right? More often with people, through people. Almost seems like this. There's an invitation here for you to see a big trigger and not run away from it. Because maybe before when you used to see this trigger, it was scary. You felt trapped. Every time you stepped into something like this, it was too much. You felt trapped. Which is why you're not looking at the Knight of Pentacles. You're not looking at it. You're looking forward. But the Knight of Pentacles is here. Do you see what I'm saying? It's here. It's offering you like an answer. It's this is what I'm getting. It's like it's offering you an answer, even though it's gonna trigger you. It's offering you like an answer to a question that you've had your whole life and could not figure out. That was confirmation. The light flickered. This question has plagued you for a long time, and here's the thing about you. Do you ever wonder why you always get like to learn lessons quickly, or why you get to learn lessons quickly? Is because you always ask questions. Every time you feel stuck or you don't understand something, you ask the question, why is this happening? The divine shows you right away. And then you're like, oh, you can empathize with what's going on. It's almost like that. The divine's telling you you've had a question for a long time to a situation that always triggers you and you don't know why. It's like this is the time. You're going to get another opportunity to come see it for what it is. And this is between you. Just you. I don't think it's another person. I just don't. I'm not getting that. I'm getting the opportunities always there, but you're just, I'm not saying you chicken out. I just think you act busy. Because you're the Emperor. You got shit going on. You got things to do. You're busy. You always have something to do, right? But it's like, if you ever stopped doing for a second, you know, your duties, even though you say, if I stop doing things, then everything falls apart, right? That's an excuse, right? Because if you really stopped for a second and looked up, you'd realize the opportunity has always been in your face to step into whatever this trigger is. See this trigger for what it is. Are you ready? The only thing is, you know, you've stepped into this trigger before. You've tapped into it, which is why you're not even looking at it. You're like, oh, that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I want my money, right? But the trigger exists. The last time you tapped into it, you ran. You freaking ran. It was too much. This is painful. It hurts. It cuts. This shit cuts deep. This is a real insecurity. When I think of this, I think of insecurity that's plagued you your whole life, that makes you feel inferior. It hurts the heart. It doesn't just hurt your pride. This is a fear, right? Inferior and fear. Which is why you don't want to look at it. Because remember, when you're in everyday life, when you step into your everyday life, you show up like this. You're the boss. You are the boss. This is how you want to look at yourself every day. This is how people look at you. But when you start to look here, it's like this version of you doesn't stand. The insecurities start to come out. The only thing is you don't think you're strong enough to deal with them. They're too scary to look at, is what you keep saying, but you're ready. You're ready. This still it won't take away from you being emperor, because that's who you are, male or female, it doesn't matter. You're already the emperor. That doesn't go away. Your title does not go away. But this insecurity, I think, I don't know, you're at a point where you don't need it. You don't need to let this insecurity beat you every time. This insecurity, it's beating you. All it does is beat you. You can't beat it. You're scared of it. But it's like the divine saying, come on, man. You got this. You got this. It's time to do a checkup on this. You need to go and see what it is. Journal about it. Journal as to what feelings are rising, what the fear is, and then you'll know the answer. Once you do, Gemini, what will happen if they look within to this fear and insecurity? What really happens? Because you're already the emperor. How does this really impact you or benefit you? Oh, love. That's why we had the Nine of Pentacles, because I kept seeing the pink. We think of love. This has nothing to, again, this has nothing to do with your status. Nothing to do with your status. This actually has to do with the path to more love within self, union, unity. It's a better understanding of how to be more empathetic, compassionate, and loving towards self. It's healing. When you think of pink, you think forgiveness, you think healing. You need to forgive yourself. Because you feel you're not enough, or you feel inferior to whatever this insecurity is. It's not true though. You are, and with number 6 is the 5 and 6, it's the next step. Look, you're just afraid. Look at this person's, look at the hand. It's up there, afraid to let this level of love in. They don't feel worthy of this level of love to come into their lives, but you need it. You're at a point in your life that you keep saying you want to love yourself at a certain, it's the thing you want the most is love, right? Everybody wants love the most, but it's like, if this is the thing you want the most, why is it the thing that you fight the most as well? It's the thing you want the most, but it's the thing you're most terrified of, is to be loved. Why? Isn't that a catch-22? You say you're ready, and you are. That's why you're ready to face the trigger. But it's like you shut down. When you face this trigger, you revert back into your childhood self. Look at the teenager self that didn't get the love or reassurance or support when they were children or younger. This is you finally seeing that version of you and forgiving yourself for something that essentially was not your fault. This is an experience that you've had your whole life, a feeling that you've had your whole life that has nothing to do with who you really are. Can you forgive yourself for feeling inferior, for feeling fear, for feeling insecurity, for not being able to love yourself to that certain level that you want to hit. Because I see resistance. You want it so bad, but the resistance is still there. This reading was powerful. All right. Don't forget to comment below if you know what this is, what this trigger is. Yeah, we all got some triggers we're dealing with, so if you want to share, you can. A lot better. So bad. Okay. All right. The next reading is going to be for who's after Cancer? Of course, it's Cancer. Of course. Cancer, Cancer. We're just going to do 3. Actually, I'm going to pull one more card. No, we're going to just work with 4 cards right now. Cancer, Cancer. 36, 37. We're right on pace with all of these. How's everybody doing? Hey, Immortal, welcome. Please, no questions. So, thank you, thank you. Thank you, AA. You're the best. Thank you, Immortal. All right, Cancer. This is so funny. Okay, so I'm getting you want something. This could be money. You want something. It's really pretty. There's a lot of information. It's like you want an answer, you want information, you want abundance, you want something here. It's really pretty. You love it. You're invested. It's the shiny. It's the thing you want. Okay? It's what you want at this stage of your life. The only thing is that this shit is right here. It's an ace, right? And you're like over here talking to God, like asking God to give you this. You're asking God to give you this. Do you see something wrong with this picture? I hope you guys see it. What's wrong with this scenario here? Not that there's anything wrong, but what's up with this scenario right here? Almost seems like you're begging or asking God to give you something. It's like you're asking for a handout. I know it sounds fucked up to say Cancer, but you're asking for a handout from God. It's not from people, okay? From God. You're asking God to spare you, to help you, to give you something time and time again, and you feel like God does not listen to you. And you keep telling God, I need this, I want this, and you need to give me this. Please, if you give me this, I will be happy, and you will be, because of the pink, right? You'd be happy. Emotionally happy, abundance, you would be elated. But you keep I don't even know what else to say to that. It's not that you have to turn around and look. It's let me pull more cards. I don't think it's that you have to turn around and look. I'm not getting that at all. I think it's, I don't want to say you're not listening, even though I'm kind of getting like you're not listening. It's like you can't see or understand things. I don't want to say it's because of the where you're at, right? Because you're over here looking up, asking the divine something, and here, the one under that, it's this one looking down. new ideas. Page of Swords is new ideas, finding new solutions, different ways to deal with something, tackle something on. It's a new approach. It's a different approach. You see what I'm saying? I feel like you're asking God to give you something, but if asking isn't, if asking or pleading or whatever it is that you're doing isn't working, it's like, I don't know, I think you need a different solution. I'm not saying you're being lazy. I'm just getting like you're not, I don't know. I don't know what this is for my Cancers. I'm getting you're just like feeling helpless. There you go. You're feeling helpless, but the divine is trying to give you the tools that you need to figure it out on your own. Not completely alone, but like to kind of get you to go figure it out. Like, go do it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like the divine needs you to step up to the plate and not just ask for the handout, but to actually get to it. Work on it. Work on it too. You the whole point is God's not supposed to this reminds me of religion. God isn't going to save you. God wants to co-create with you. See the difference? You need God, right? But you're also moving with God, right? You're also putting in the work. And I feel like that if you start doing that, it's going to help you ease this like resentment or anger that you keep feeling. Because it's like you're asking God to give you something, but it's like if you start going after it yourself, you're going to have better results, or you won't be as angry or so focused on the results or the anger or the you wouldn't be so focused on the fact that it hasn't happened for you or it wasn't given to you. Go look for it. I don't know. It almost seems like the divine is saying here, we gave you a clue. We're giving you a clue. It's closer than you think. Like, figure it out. I don't know. You have a whole Ace of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. Like, it's two beautiful opportunities waiting for you to acknowledge them whenever you're done pleading. This is like, I don't even know. This is another catch-22. The minute you stop begging for it or asking for it, you're just going to be like, fuck that. You're going to go do it. And then it's like, all these things are going to come in for you because you're co-creating. You're showing the universe you want it, so because you're going after it, you're going to receive something rather than nothing. This is action. Action steps with the wands, right? Putting in the work. Collaborations. Maybe some of you guys want collaborations, right? Or whatever it is that you want, you realize that it needs not only you to co-create with the divine, but you also need other people to make this happen. You need other people. So you're going to have to get off your butt and go recruit or go partner up or go, go meet friends, go make friends, go meet lovers, go meet people. It's a different approach, but you want the same end result, but it's a different approach. Maybe this time it's going to work, right? I'm just getting proactive. I'm also getting, you're getting like clues to things, but I don't think you're realizing it. Yeah, it's like right here you feel helpless. You feel helpless here. Like you're tied, you can't figure it out, but it's an illusion. It's an illusion. You can go after what you want. Once you do, you'll feel better. You won't be angry. You'll feel fulfilled and excited, and I'm telling you, it will all work out in your favor, as it always does. Okay? All right, that was for my Cancers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my Leos. Leos. Yeah, we're almost done. That's good. Leos. For you guys, I want to use the Luna L tarot deck, okay? Hey, welcome, Harsh. His name's Harsh, okay? Leo's, he's nuts. Andy's nuts. His name's always gonna be funny because he has the nuts, like the little nuts in there. Okay. I'm gonna just call you nuts. No, I'm just fine. I'm joking. Leos. Oh. What is this? What is this shit? Okay. I don't even know what this is. This should be, these cards symbolize like, the cards together are not necessarily the best energy, but I'm not getting that at all. It's not what I'm getting. For Leo, let's timestamp. 45, 55. Hold on. 46, 47, sorry. I had to do that because my eye was focused. 47. Sorry, y'all. All right. What the fuck is this? I feel like somebody's driving and drinking at the lake, like a lakefront, trying to find like communion with spirit, but you're drinking outside. Somebody's drinking outside by themselves on the beach, or like in the, like away, like you're away from people. And you're just sitting there like, have you ever seen somebody who's drunk and then they start at home and they put the loud music and they just start singing and crying like that? I'm getting somebody's like that right now. I feel like this King of Pentacles, Leo, you're really feeling this. You're sitting there crying, like really feeling whatever this shit is. Even with I feel like you're drinking alcohol or maybe smoking, I don't know, whatever you're doing to help you ease this pain, but you're still feeling it. It's just a lot of pain. You see how freaking powerful this sword is? It's like really powerful, but it's like the more you deal with this Three of Swords, the more your life is transforming. There's changes taking place, right? Fast changes taking place because you're giving the time and the space, hence the solitude, the space that you need to cope with whatever this sadness is. The divine likes this, that you're in like isolation mode, to help you cope. And I don't feel like this is the Hermit, because you know how like sometimes life will force you to be alone. You can't be around others. It doesn't work out, right? It almost seems like this is voluntary. You're hiding out at night. If you have a family, you're hiding out at night when no one can see you, no one can bother you, and you're just crying your butt out. I don't care if it's in the garage. Like, you are away from your family, away from your loved ones. You don't want anyone to know that you're struggling. What's this Four of Wands and Two of Swords? back to you again. Somebody's drinking. You can sit here and lie to me all you want. You're drinking more than normal. Somebody's fucking drunk. Or smoking. They're doing something. Some drug. I'm getting mostly drinking. And you're hiding out, bro. Shit just, it's like you're very strong, Leo. You're always among people because it helps you. It really helps you feel better about yourself. You're so ashamed, or hurt, not even ashamed, you just don't want anyone to know. You are hiding out. You are ducking people, avoiding people, and people are like, where's Leo? Where does Leo go? I don't even I think you wait till people go to sleep so that they won't know, and then you walk out because you don't want them to hear you cry. See? What you're deep somewhere, just healing, feeling your emotions, and this is really good for you. It hurts, but you know you have to do it, and you want to do it on your own. You don't want people witnessing you vulnerable like that. Same picture again. See you again. In the lake, near water, or at the lakefront, driving, in nature. It's like somebody's having a midlife crisis or asking what's the meaning of life. This is transformation. This is transformation. 10 of Wands with the 8 of Cups. Yeah. Your life feels so... That's the thing. It's like, okay, because you're feeling the pain, you feel numb, empty. You feel empty, like this glass. You see this glass? It's empty. It feels lifeless. It feels numb. It feels out of place. It's like your spirit is waking up, right? And in the body, in the dense conditions, you couldn't thrive. Which is why when you cry and you releasing all that pain, it's like there's more space now. There's more space for spirit to take over. And but the transition alone is painful because you feel like shit. You feel empty, hollow. You can't even explain the emotions. All you know is that you don't want people to see you in this situation or in this place. Because if you're depressed, Leos don't want anyone to know they're depressed. That's like the opposite of what a Leo wants to be, right? It's the opposite of looking for attention in a good way, because we all look for attention, right? But like, you thrive in being noticed. You thrive in attention. You thrive in it. You do well there. And it's like you don't even know who you are anymore. Your ego's shedding, and you don't even want to be around people. It's like you feel like a part of self has been shed. I gotta go. This is too scary. Alright, sure. Yeah, somebody got hit. This shit, trust me, it's a transition though. Keep crying, keep healing, so that the new version of you can be. But remember, in order for the newness to reveal itself, we're literally shedding away the old. That does not belong. Not even that it does not belong, it's the old that you don't relate to anymore. That's why you're willing to let it go. You don't relate to the past version of yourself. You don't. Let's say God took this version of you away. but God can't take it. I think it's spirit, right? Spirit understands that there is a need of an awakening at this point of your life, which is why it comes in now. And so in order for you to let spirit mold you or change you into an awakening, certain facets of you aren't relied upon anymore. Certain versions of you are not needed anymore. What do? Think about it, you've went your whole life living a certain way, being a certain character, being this way, right? And now it's like, and this being this way it's how you identify yourself. This is how you get your needs met. This is how it's you. Now for somebody to sit there and tell you that's not you anymore, it doesn't serve you anymore, it's time to let that version of you go, it's going to be hard. That's why people get depressed, because they're like, oh, you need the ego to help you maneuver through life. When those versions of the ego are being shed, it's you feel really lost. But remember, it's a transition. The divine is transitioning so that the new version of you can come out to play. And you're still not used to the new version of you. You're not. You're not. Do you see why the transition is painful? Yeah. You will get through this. I swear. Alright, that was for my Leos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for Virgo. I'm going to use the Luna L for Virgo, and it will be the last reading for today before we transition into playtime. Hey, welcome, Johnny. I didn't see it this way. Interesting. We're just going to use 4 cards for Virgo. How's everybody doing? Are we still holding up? Egos can be a bad thing sometimes. I mean, if you want to look at it that way, you can. I don't necessarily think ego's bad. I don't, because it's who you were. And it made you happy. Until it was time, until it didn't. Do you see what I'm saying? You got your needs met through your ego. You got to shine through your ego. Your ego helped you get certain positions, certain things that you wanted. Certain people that you wanted. So why would the ego be bad? It only becomes bad when you know you don't relate to it anymore, and then you still hold on to it. Right? And even then, I don't think it's bad. I just think it's just scared. But hey, to each his own, right? Free will. Leo and new Virgo, please. Welcome, welcome, Miss T. Welcome. Hold on, let me get my I can't find my my notepad. There it is. Virgo. I think it's 6. Yep. 59:10. 59:10. We made it under an hour. We're gonna go over an hour, but that's okay. This is the fastest I've done readings, but I was on a time crunch, so. Virgo. This is funny. I feel like you have a 9 of Wands with a 10 of Wands. They're both beautiful places to be. Right? But it's like one is signaling you to go forward, finish, and the other one's signaling you to go back. The only reason I say that is because you have the 2 of Wands here. 2, 2, 2, 2. What do? Do you go back go one more round, or do you move forward? Funny thing is, you know, the card that comes after that is the World. I think the reason these wands look so pretty and gentle and loving, and just look how pretty this energy is. The reason it looks so magical is because here's where you've done so much growth, Virgo, that you understand that free will is a gift. It's one of the reasons you incarnated in this world, is to experience free will. And for once in your life, you're not needing to get it right. You don't care about getting it correct, overcoming something, looking good. You don't care about that. You finally understand that lessons are a part of like why you're alive. And this is why it looks so magical, right? Because you finally see the 9 and the 10 for what it is. You can either stay and enjoy all that the 9 has to offer, which you've already experienced. It's beautiful, you love it, it's great, you're familiar with this. Or you can go to the 10 and finalize a lesson that you've, for whatever reason you're on now. It's what you're on now. It's what you choose to be on. Because if you didn't choose to be on it, then you'd overcome it and move on. You're choosing. And I think that when you see it that way, there's no pressure as to how life's supposed to be. No pressure. That's the magic of the wand energy. Remember? Because like, in order for us to move forward, we usually get inspired. That's what wand energy is. It's fire. It's creation. It's in a way, it helps with, it's not creation. It's fire and creativity, right? And so I feel like the spark, it's that spark. It's the spark to want to go and see the new. It's the spark that leads us to move forward. And I think that's what's so beautiful. Not that you need to move forward, but you want to. You finally got into a place where you want to move on. And it's not because you're being forced, but because you know it's what you want. You are drawn to this. You are ready to discover something new. Something different. A new experience. And it could have taken you a very long time to become willing to have that fire spark within you, that inner child say, let's go live our life again. But you're here now. Aren't you happy? You finally got here. After how long? Remember you guys used to get so mad because you couldn't get to a certain point? You wanted this to get to this certain point for so long. You might have even given up, thinking you wouldn't get it again. And then look, the opportunity's here. Only this time you want it. That's the difference. And the only reason I say this, why you feel so magical in the moment, or why it feels so beautiful, it's because you've made peace with the past. You can only move forward or become ready to move forward for the new, right? If you've made peace with your past, and you have. You've changed. You've changed a whole lot. And even if you don't think you have, which I don't, it's not about, this is just, you're in a good place. I think you really love yourself for just being here, going through the lessons in general and then still choosing to restart another lesson. Like, you understand, it's like it's love for life. You truly are in love with life and all it has to offer. This is amazing. I don't think you could have felt like this way before, but to have that same feeling come around again, it's a miracle. Which is why I said miraculous, it looks so pretty, magical. It's a miracle. I'm so proud of you guys. Even if you decide you want to stick around here for a little longer, because that's all you're really doing, you're prolonging, because you like this feeling. Even if you decide to prolong here, you're okay with it. You are so okay with it. And it just shows like how much you've grown. It just shows like how much happier you are. Okay. Anything else for Virgo? Diddy came back. Judgment. Your call. Judgment is also... Excuse me, is your call. With the Wheel of Fortune right under. It's your call. Whenever you're ready, baby. No pressure. Yeah. Oh my God, you're more than ready. You're gonna have a really good 2025, Virgo. It's gonna be very, very good for you. It's gonna be good for your self-esteem because there's no pressure. Remember, Virgos are perfectionists to a fault sometimes. They need to have things done a certain way, and I feel like this year's it's gonna show you. It's gonna help you ease up on that. The tendency of needing to get it right, needing to understand the lessons, needing to overcome the lessons. That's in the past. That's in the past. That's not how you play anymore. You're here to have fun. And I feel like that's what 2025 is all about. The wand energy. Fun. Fun. You could still go about your day and get things done, but have fun in the present moment. And I think you're going to seize that opportunity. It's life-changing, I'm telling you. And what did I say earlier? Something about validation. It's going to like since there isn't pressure, it's like you finally it's like you don't need to prove anything. You're happy as you are. Virgo, it's like a chip off of your shoulder, right? You don't have to go work as hard to achieve. You already have it. Anything you do thereafter, if you do work, it's extra. All right, that was for my Virgos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Emperor. All right, Mortal, I see you, Emperor. Diddy, me family. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the family. All right, that was it for my 6-sign forecast. Sunday, we will go over Libra through Pisces, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If anybody has any questions, this is now the time to ask. We're only going to do a couple of minutes of playtime just because it's been a long day. I know I barely had time to do it today, but we're here. For all of you who are parting ways, I love you, and I will see you Sunday. Does anyone have a question? Aquarius, immortal. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Aquarius? No, Sunday. Libra through Pisces, Sunday. Tomorrow I'm going out. It's my mommy's birthday. I want to take her out. We're taking her out, so. Then next week is my birthday. My situation should be even. I like me, can you tell? Do my situation should even, can you like me, can you tell? I don't really do readings for situationships. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I don't want to do though. Nothing personal. I just feel like I don't want to do them. Unless if they pay me. If you pay me, okay, I'll do it. But I don't want to do something that I just don't believe in. I don't want to look into situationships like that. It's muddy. It's not. I feel off looking into somebody else's energy. It's just not my feeling. It's not my thing. So, if you pay for it, okay, you know, you're motivating me to do it. I just don't want to do it. Okay, just being real. Now, if you guys are married, if you're married, okay, that's different because you're married, right? But situationships, I'm just not interested. Okay, who's next? Still no ASMR. No, sorry. Thank you, baby. No ASMR. That's not my thing. But there's a market for you to do it. And if you do it, I'll go subscribe. Okay? When Jasmine's B-Day? The 25th. Die Hard Aquarius. Can you tell by my attitude? I'm a fucking... Can you believe this? I'm a Aquarius as a sun sign. Do you know what my moon sign is? A Cancer. Cancer moon. And my sun sign is Aquarius. What does that tell you? He said can only go out with you if you have money. Was that a man telling me that he'd go out with me if I had money, but he's supposed to be the provider? Thank you. Whoever deleted him, thank you, because I was gonna rip him to fucking shreds. He would never say some dumb shit like that again. Thank you. If y'all ask me questions about self, I will answer yourself, you, what you're going through, what you're needing. Like, you know, I'll do that. I can do that, no problem. I don't know. I just get like, my shadow doesn't like reading on situationships. I don't know why. It's not that I hate it or anything. I don't know. It gets exhausting telling people to move on. Like, I feel like an asshole, you know? But anyways, thank you guys. I kicked him out. Thank you, AA. Got money. Justin doesn't have to work. Oh, thank you, vibrance. They come into me. Hi, love. Okay, is anything coming to me? Okay. Hey, Melody. Oh, and shout out to my moderators. They do an amazing job. If they ever need to leave, they'll leave. Okay, so they do this out of the kindness of their heart. So please show love and respect to them. They are amazing. My moderators are thebomb.com. Okay. Melody. Melody, this is your season to come out and play. 2025 is your year, baby. Come out and play. I feel like there's issue though. I think it's instinctually, you know it's time to come out to play, but there's doubt. You see these little animals? They look confused. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It's signaling time to move on, time to move forward, time to have a blast, have some fun. You look confused. As if you want to go have fun, but you don't know if you should. Or if you go have fun, you might get in trouble. Mom's gonna get mad type of energy. Or are we supposed to move? What are we supposed to do? That's normal because maybe this is the first time you get to listen to the inner child and then incorporate your inner child into your everyday, the little moments in the presence. And because it's so new and you're just getting into it, you do feel confused. You don't know what to do. So many options. And I feel like this year it's what you're going to deal with. How to bring the inner child out more, have more fun. It's going to be good for you. You're going to have a good year, okay? All right. That was for Melody. That's right, divine timing. You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome, Melody. All right. I think I'm going to call it. I can't even see. I had a long day. I worked out. I still haven't washed. I have to do it tomorrow and then go to work again. It's just been a little rocky, but we're doing good. Okay? No more questions. I gotta go to sleep. I should. I don't want to, but I have to. I can't even see. I can't see. Tomorrow, Sunday, sorry. If not tomorrow, Sunday, we're gonna go through Libra through Pisces, okay? I love you guys. I'm gonna call it. Thank you, AA. Thank you, beautiful. Shout out to my moderators. Like I said, they're the best. They are the very best. I'll see you guys on Sunday, okay? Bye. I know. Okay. Bye.